Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Thrive Method Podcast. And in this episode, I wanted to talk about energy. I want to talk about regaining energy. And one of the biggest challenges we face as driven men, driven individuals with a lot going on, career, business, family, we can be faced with this feeling of not having enough energy to get through the day. And when it comes to then trying to get a hold of your health, a hold of your well-being, it just goes to the back of the queue and you never get round to it. Okay. So career, business may be going well, the structure to that. You may be spending and stepping up as a father, a mother with family and everything. But as I said, when it comes to your own health and well-being, it gets pushed to the back. And one of the biggest things is how do I actually gain energy to do the things that I know I need to do when it comes to my health, fitness, and well-being? So what I wanted to do is break down and build some awareness for you guys on this podcast around how we can do that, what we need to become aware of, and what do we need to be moving towards. Okay, so you may have heard me many times before kind of talk about high frequency, low frequency energy, red energy, green energy. That red energy is that low frequency energy. That's what I'm referring to. Green energy is high frequency, and we want to be in that green high frequency. When we're in that zone of that high frequency, we are showing up as our true ultimate selves. We're taking action on the things we need to take action on. We're showing up in every aspect of our life. We feel like we're in a flow. Energy is good, focus is good, decision making is good. But for a lot of the time, we're not there. Okay. And understandably, with so much going on. You can also relate this to being in sympathetic nervous system, parasympathetic nervous system. So your sympathetic nervous system is your fight or flight. It's very important, but what we face nowadays is we're being pushed and we've got habits and coping mechanisms that are constantly pushing us into that sympathetic nervous system, fight or flight. High stress, cortisol levels are high, and we are in that sympathetic nervous system all of the time, and that is draining us. We're not supposed to be in that zone all of the time, that low frequency red energy. And if everything just starts to down-regulate, energy down-regulates, cognitive function down-regulates, even your digestion down-regulates. Your body just goes into survival mode. Okay, almost. All right. And some of the habits that we start to pick up that we feel that are opportunities for us to relax and chill out are actually just compounding that. So what do I mean by that? So we've already got a lot going on with work, career, business, as I said, family. We're being pulled in multiple directions. But then there are other habits that we have that just pull more energy from us. Okay. And they are things like checking emails when you're outside of work hours. Okay. Late at night, on breaks, lunchtime, first thing you get up in the morning, the news, listening to the news, scrolling on your phone, getting into conversations that just aren't supportive at all, kind of gossip stuff. Okay. Now, these habits, we can feel like scrolling on your phone and stuff can be downtime, but they're actually not. One, they're just taking up more physical time that you just don't have and you're not utilizing. But also they are draining you of just more energy. Okay. That dopamine effect, it's using up more energy. So it's a compound effect of you already feeling pretty tired and run down already. Okay. And it's only going to get your focus through the floor even more so. So we've got to, first of all, be really aware of what are the habits that I have in place at the moment that are actually pulling more from me. Also, things like poor quality foods, obviously, are going to pull energy away from you because they're going to drop you off a cliff energy wise after they've run out, like high sugary foods, poor quality snacks. And also caffeine as well is going to do this as well. Okay, so while you're relying upon that to get that lift, feels like I'm okay now, but actually in the long run, it's sapping more energy from you. So the first thing we need to do is highlight these habits that we have in play that might be subconscious at the moment that feel like they are a relief, but actually they're actually pulling you more and more into that low frequency red energy state that's keeping you in that sympathetic nervous system. Okay. Now, once you have that awareness, that's really powerful because then you can do something with it. Okay. We can start to try and move away from them and then actually bring in other habits that are green energy, high frequency, and actually push you into your parasympathetic nervous system. And this isn't necessarily to do more, particularly if we can start to become aware of the red energy stuff, push that out, and then replace them with some things such as this. So, when we're talking about green energy, high frequency habits, activities, we're talking about stuff that's going to bring energy towards you. Okay. So that may be something like going for a walk without your phone, disconnecting, putting the phone down in a drawer or something like that, and going for a 10-minute, a 20-minute, even a 15-minute walk. It doesn't really matter. But the fact is, you're moving. So physically, that's good for you, but also mentally, it's not draining to go for a 20, 15-minute walk. It's actually going to be bringing you focus. It's actually going to be bringing you the ability to make better decisions. It's actually an opportunity to disconnect from the noise, get out of your head, back into your heart, and actually start aligning your decision making with your true ultimate self. Things like making sure you're hydrated. It's going to pull energy towards you. It's simple. You might look over it, but hydration is pinnacle. It's massive. So just making sure that you've got 2 liters of water. You're getting through 2 liters of water across the day. You're doing something like a journal, like you're just sitting down journaling how you're feeling and what you want to achieve for yourself for that day. Just give yourself that space. It pull energy towards you. Meditation, or even something like a 5 minutes, a 10-minute breath routine, okay, where you're just concentrating on the breath. These things, even things like reading as well, something that you're interested in, okay, these things are going to be pulling energy towards you. They're high frequency and they are shifting you into that parasympathetic nervous system, okay, and it may seem like, oh, I've got to go for a walk, it's going to tire me out, or I've got to go and create a nutritious meal. But actually it's not. It's going to bring you that space, that time, and that opportunity to upregulate everything. Your cognitive function is going to upregulate. Your digestion is going to upregulate. Your energy is going to upregulate. So it's really important as driven individuals with a hell of a lot going on. We need to start looking at what are my red energy, sympathetic nervous system habits? What's draining me? Okay. What's pulling my cortisol levels all over the place? What's asking for more dopamine? Okay. What are those things? Highlight that. And then look at bringing them down and replacing them with that high frequency, green energy, parasympathetic habits. Okay. And as simple as disconnection from technology, going for a walk, creating a nice nutritious meal, drinking 2 liters of water, okay, reading 2 pages of a book, whatever it is, something like that that's going to pull energy towards you. Okay. So in really challenging moments when you're feeling really torn, you're the back of the pile when it comes to your health and fitness, it's most likely because you've created or built up your days around the low frequency energy stuff. And over a period of a day, it's taking up more physical time from you. Okay. So it's about taking that audit and reclaiming that time to do the things. For example, I have a client that has not got time, and many of my clients haven't got time to go to the gym, but they have got time to do a 10-minute morning or lunchtime or evening routine from home or at the office. Now, this 10-minute movement routine, which might be some squats, maybe some push-ups, maybe some planks, things simple like that, dips, that again is not to strip them of more energy. It's actually going to bring energy towards them. They're moving their body, they're contracting muscles, they're getting blood flow. And all of my clients who do that 10-minute to 15-minute movement routine tell me that they have more energy, better focus going into the day after that or around that training, okay, with 10 minutes. So we can start to look at training and exercise in a very different way if it is done in a specific way as a green high energy opportunity. Okay, so take an audit of where's your time going at the moment? What are those things? Are they, be really honest with yourself, are they draining me of energy and putting me to a low frequency? And then look at those pockets of the day where you've reclaimed that time to actually implement something that's going to upregulate high energy, high frequency habits. And this is how you build a structure for your health, particularly in those really challenging moments, in those really challenging times, whether that is December, around Christmas and New Year, whether that's getting ready to go on holiday and you've got a lot going on, there's birthdays going on, all sorts of stuff. It's about reclaiming your time from the low energy stuff and bringing structure in for each day, having some high frequency things. So, a quick and easy thing that you can do, take away from this video, is literally make an audit of what is zapping you of your energy. Once you've done that, put into your day 2 to 3 maximum things that you can call upon to do that you know is going to pull energy towards you and set you up to make better decisions down the line. Okay? Do that, and you'll be able to get through these challenging times even better, even more efficiently with a structure in place that isn't taking up more of your time, isn't zapping you of energy, and you're still able to show up for yourself. So, therefore, you're able to show up in every area of your life and you are able to thrive in business, with family, and also with your own health, fitness, and well being. Look at where your red energy stuff is going and look at where you can bring in that green, high frequency energy activities. All right, guys, I really hope that this has been helpful. I am at the moment running my 5-day free regain challenge. Over those 5 days, I'm basically helping you to regain that structure when you feel like your health has taken that back seat and you don't know where to start and you don't want to be taking up more time than you've actually got. We want to create over those 5 days a structure that helps you to improve your energy, improve your focus, get structure around nutrition, get structure around movement and exercise, what that looks to you personally. And over the 5 days, I want you feeling more energized, more focused, and feeling like your health is going in the right direction. So if you want to take advantage of that, I'd love to help you. We can get on a call and have a conversation around where you're currently at, what you want to achieve, what's currently holding you back. And then we can create a very specific, tailored approach to the next 5 days to get you feeling like you're moving in the right direction and you have regained momentum. All right, guys. So let me know, comment the word regain to this video wherever you're watching it, or just reach out and drop me a message. Let's start regaining that health, fitness, and well-being, guys. Hope that's been helpful, and I'll see you in the next episode.